Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna look and feel years younger.
1, 2, 3.
Dildos!
Okay,
Does it even matter if we're not on Skype? Like, don't you
No,
just use that to
it's-
sync stuff up?
but it's become a tradition where it's like the start of the podcast. We've been through this before. Because Nick was over at New Year's Eve and we're like, we don't really have to do this because we're in person. But we kind of have to do this because now that's how we start every podcast. But anyways, if you haven't noticed, we're here with Cody, an OG of the podcast, and Chandra again. And we want to start off by talking about... So, me and my friends, we have a group poop text, if you will. And so we take pictures of our particularly good poops and name them.
I take pictures of all my poops almost. I think all
All
poops
of
are
them?
equal.
Well, you don't take a picture of all of them. Otherwise, we'd get like at least one a day.
I try.
Maybe like 3 or 4 a week.
I try.
So you maybe take pictures of the poops you remember to take a picture of.
Yeah, I think I post pictures of my poop even if they're not that good, just to share.
I'm kind of selective. I'm very selective in my poop pics.
You poop and then you look down and you're like, eh.
There's been a couple where like I'll wipe and then look and be like, oh man, that was a good one. Like I forget to look before I wipe.
Oh yeah,
and
then you throw the toilet paper over it.
Yeah, the
And
toilet
then,
paper ruins
are
it.
you ever scared when you're taking the picture that you're gonna drop your phone?
Yes, every single
And you're
time.
like, do I get it?
I
If I drop it, am I gonna pick it up?
I'm worried like my instant reaction will be to grab it. Like, you know, like I won't even think about it. Like my hand's just gonna dip right in there and I'm gonna come back with a turd instead of a phone.
But if you leave it in there, someone's gonna find it, and then you're gonna have to worry about like them getting it out.
But
and, like,
no, because you
recovering
can
it.
flush the toilet and the phone won't go down because it's too big, right? Like it's bigger.
That's
than
true.
normal.
Okay, so you gotta
So
flush,
you flush
and then grab.
flush then grab. Flush then grab. I've thought about this.
Mhm.
But anyways, yeah. So I definitely do a selective poop take. Lately,
Are they always that curly?
not always, but a lot
I
of
feel
times.
like you have like a tilted anus, and they come out
It
like
comes at a little slight angle.
they come out on an angle instead of like straight down, and that's why yours are always like curved.
And they're always floaters. You guys always have sinkers, and I have floaters. I don't understand. You
I
guys eat a lot of carbs or something, because I don't.
stopped eating a lot of carbs actually, and now they sink more.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Because when I'm not eating a lot of carbs, mine float.
I don't know.
So you know a lot more about your poop and gut health when you're focused on it.
I mean, I still look at mine.
Yeah. Well, you can join the group poop text if you like.
I'm good. As long as I know what my own poop looks like when it's at its happiest, I'm good.
I think you can like get a sample of your poop and send it in somewhere to get it analyzed, and they can like tell you about your gut flora.
Oh my god, we should all do that sometime. Everyone in the group poop text.
It's
we
like
should
that
do
DNA, like my 23, except for poop.
it. Yeah, 23andMe. I wonder
Yeah.
how much that costs.
I don't know.
We should totally do that.
How would you get your sample? Would you like poop into a toilet and pick it out, or would you like straight up just like poop in a bag?
I can't poop in a bag. Like I'd be too worried about mistakes.
When I was a kid, I had to do this because I thought I was sick and wanted to analyze my poop. So I had to poop into like a sterilized container, and then they brought it into a lab.
But what if you overshot?
And then you have to try again, I guess.
No, like,
It's
if you
like
poop too
taking-
much, if it's a little container, you know, like when you pee, you can, like, kind of control how much pee you put in. When you poop, like, if it's a big one, it's gonna, like, fold over
Yeah, how big
and
was
fall
this
out.
container? Did you get a whole log in this thing, or were you like a
Yeah,
tiny
they better
kid
give me a
with-
picture or
with
something.
tiny poops?
I guess you just scrape the top off. I don't know. I was younger then, so I guess I didn't poop as much.
So
Oh,
did you
that's
poop
true.
in the toilet first, and they like tonged it out, or
no,
did you just like?
I pooped right into the container because
That's what we're saying. How do
It's
you...
So it's
like-
like container to
it's
anus.
like there might be other.
Is it a
bacteria.
wide-mouthed container?
You bring your own container. You find your own container. You sterilize it. Like
So you could bring
somehow.
anything.
So a
then.
peanut
You could bring
butter
like
jar?
a bucket. A peanut butter jar is still too small.
Extra large. Like, have you seen the like half-gallon peanut butter jars? They
Okay,
sell?
those are legit. Those are
You
legit.
can get like
But you gotta clean that
a
out.
couple days worth in there.
You gotta clean that out, though.
That's true.
I would go with like a coffee can. It's like nice and easy to clean out.
Okay.
I don't know if the aluminum would be good with that. I mean, they'll give you instructions too.
You could do like the plastic ones that Fortress come with now.
Yeah, that would work.
Is it non-BPA?
We found high amounts of BPA in the stool sample.
You should stop eating so much plastic.
So, anyway, someone took a poop on our poop chat, and it was very dark.
Yes, very, very dark.
Very
Like,
dark.
basically black. It was almost black.
I feel like that means you've ate a lot of iron. I think the iron gives it the darkness. I'm not sure, though.
Well, I mean, well, Cody, it just so happens we live in a day and age where we can look it up. What does black poop mean? What's it look like? It looks like poop, but black. Eating black foods or iron supplements. So yeah, you're right.
It could also mean that you have an ulcer.
Are
So
He is good. The next sentence is the most common condition causing black stools
you
is
sure
a
you don't
bleeding
want to know this poop
ulcer.
chat? You should analyze our
You
poops.
are kind of a professional. So far, you've had the most like real world experience with this.
One time,
I just read the
done
back
that.
of a lot of medicine bottles before I take them. And after I've taken them, when I forget to read them before I take them.
I ate at this place with red waffles. It was like a red waffle sandwich, and I had the reddest poops.
You talking about that place on Morse? Off
Yeah,
of Morse?
Super
yeah.
Chefs.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have green waffles too.
That's what I had.
I think if they had blue waffles, I would eat them just to see if it turned my poop blue.
Yeah. Your poop did turn red though, right?
It was bright red.
Mine
like,
was super green when I ate the Incredible Hulk ones.
Like-
super
like
green.
the food dye didn't like digest it all, and it just all came out of my poop.
We should just have different colors of waffles just for this reason. Just like, can we get like orange waffles? I wonder though, like, if that's the same thing that the pills do. That
Oh,
supposedly
yeah.
color your poop. If there's just like color dye in there that doesn't
Yeah, I don't-
digest.
I don't think dyes are like too healthy to ingest in the first place, but in the name of colorful poop,
Yeah,
I guess I'd be
exactly.
willing to do it.
Am I right? Am I right? Also, are we considering that cheating? I feel like you have
I
to
don't-
actually eat the food. You
I
can't
think
eat a
that-
dietary supplement.
It wouldn't be in contention for poop of the year. It would be in a special category, like
But if you actually
Special
ate
poop of the
Super
year.
Chef's food and then pooped it out, would that be legitimate? Is that a contender for poop of the year?
okay, I think that would be a contender. But if you're taking like supplements,
You're taking supplements.
if you're taking glitter pills to like make your poop sparkly, I think that's cheating.
That's also next level commitment, though. But the problem is, just like with the UFC, if one person starts using the supplements, then everybody's got to just start using the supplements.
Yeah.
Like you raise the bar to that level.
hmm
And so now everybody's forced to do something they don't want to.
I don't want to have sparkly poos.
They sell gold pills that will make your poop sparkly, but it costs a lot of money.
Yes. How much was it? I sent it.
$400.
Yeah, it was $400 for one of those.
That's right.
It's outrageous. So maybe what we should do this year, since it's early, maybe we could all agree that whoever wins Poop of the Year this year, and this time we have to vote. Because kind of like what happened was, I thought the one guy had like the best poop. I was like, that was a pretty damn good poop. Obviously I can't vote for myself, right? And then Kara was like kind of in the middle, and then you just went like, I think Zach has the best poop. And I was just like, yep, I'm the champion. I
Everyone
won.
forgot about it.
Yeah. I just auto
Like,
won.
that thing was like at least 2 feet long and made a perfect spiral. And it was like
Unbroken.
floating.
Unbroken.
Not like ours all end up in like the middle of the drain, but yours are always like floating. Like, yeah, I don't see how you got that thing out unbroken.
I don't know either.
That's why I think you poop at an angle.
You just think I have like some kind of technique, like I swirl my butt as I poop?
I just think your anus is off center.
Maybe it is. By the way, the poop that won was called Hypnotic Rope. 2017 champion. Anyways, what I was saying is, since it's early, we could agree that whoever wins, we'll all pull our money together and have them get a poo sample.
Oh, I like that.
Get their poo tested.
Okay.
Because it's probably like what, like $100 maybe? Or
maybe.
What is there? 3 of us in the chat? 4. So that'd be like $33 or so.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much does it cost to get a? How much does it cost to get your stools?
If you keep going to the doctor complaining about gut problems, maybe you can get insurance to cover it.
Whoa, wait. We all need to do this. The Easy Detect Stool Blood Test costs $6 to $10.
Whoa.
Oh, it only checks it for blood, though.
Is this like a home test?
Yeah, it only checks it for blood. So, like, if you have an ulcer, hemorrhoids, palps, whatever that is, colitis. It looked like in cancer. What's colitis? You know what that is? It looks like coitus at first, and I was confused.
No.
Oh, Crohn's disease.
Oh.
Just another kind of type of ulcer. Professional, though, is $40 to $100. I think we should all do the cheap one.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Just to find out how my poop is. I've been drinking kombuchas to like balance my probiotics out.
Are you still working at
Whole
Place?
Foods?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get the discount? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like $2.50. They're still kind of expensive for like one kombucha.
That's the problem. Kombuchas are really good, and they're good for you, but they're expensive.
I got this kombucha tea off. It's like green tea / kombucha.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know like if it's actually real kombucha or if it's just like flavored, but they're just like tea packets. And
I really like kombucha, though. Like which brand do you
20
buy?
For usually the Kavitas.
Yep.
They have some like other weird ones at Whole Foods that are like non-carbonated too, and I try to like look for ones. I try to look for ones with like less sugar in them.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to like actually be healthy about them, but
you're trying to get them healthy.
They're kind of tasty too. But there's like kombuchas that they ferment more at bars, and they have them on tap, and they're like 5% alcohol. So I think we should search those out someday.
Yeah. I really do like kombucha. I've seen you have kombucha too. That's good stuff.
I like it.
Yeah.
Some of them are weird. Some of them are like cayenne, lemon, ginger.
What?
And they're like kind of spicy. Like some of them have the apple cider like base in them, and they're like you can kind of taste the apple cider in them.
That's supposed to be really good for you, though, isn't it?
It is, but it still tastes funny. There's like a root beer one that tastes like root beer, but like kombucha.
But kombucha root beer? I don't know about that.
Some of them are weird.
Yeah.
One of them that I was surprised that sucked was like a grape berry one. It was like grape and blueberry.
That sounds delicious.
Not good.
Not good at all?
Didn't work out.
How's the poop, though?
My poops are usually pretty good.
You and Mike like have very similar like sinkers, man. Like
yeah,
big old sinkers. Like I look at them like, how's that even? You look at mine and like, well, how is that like twisting and turning? I'm like, how's that even go out of the anus? Like that's a bottle size poop. Like what the heck? You guys give birth every time.
I don't know, man.
Average poop time?
20 seconds.
Here's your problem.
Or under.
You're pushing it out too fast, man.
It just slides out,
That's why
man.
it's breaking.
I think I like got grease on my anus or something because it just like slides right out. And it like goes right down the drain too.
I'm
like
a 6 to 10 minute man.
So do you like, how hard do you push?
You know what's funny is it's probably like, what you see is probably like the first minute. And then it's like, you know, a couple more after that, and then it's like playing on the phone or just like being bored for the next couple of more minutes, right?
No, I wait until I have to go. Like, if I'm going
You wait
to poop,
until the last second.
Yeah, if I'm going to poop, I know like I can just push and it's coming out.
No wonder yours are just like sinking bombs. You're just like literally coming in there to blow up the toilet.
Do you like just be like, oh, it's 10 o'clock, I should try to poop, and like just go in and like sit around on the toilet and be like...
No, I'll wait till I actually feel it. I'll wait till I have to poop. How long? What's your average time?
Probably a little on the... It really depends on what I've been eating. It varies a lot.
That's also true. I know one of the people on a group text, she definitely takes like 1 to 2 minutes too. Because I'm like, she would like walk into the bathroom and then like 2 seconds later walk out and I'm like, you just poo? Like, how did you do that? I don't understand it. How do you guys do that?
It just, like, it doesn't take much. You just go in and push.
You guys have trained
It just comes out, man. Like, every once in a while I'll get constipated a little bit and like, I'll have to push like real hard, but like, Usually I'm not even pushing that hard. Like, I just relax and just...
See, my smooth twirls require time.
Do they come out like real slow?
Sometimes, yeah.
You just...
It's like a... Where yours are just like...
Yep.
That's correct. That's what they look like. Yours look like you literally had an airplane fly
Dude,
by.
when I worked at Chipotle, like, I would eat at least one burrito every day, and these things would just be like, just like logs.
I remember.
At least a foot.
I remember, because this is kind of when the group text started.
Yeah, at least a foot, and usually, like, they would go so far down the drain and come up through the water. Like, they would peek out the top of the water.
They were so ridiculous. But they would, like, sink into the hole and peek out.
Yeah.
Like, they were ridiculously... They looked like your burrito.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like... You ate a burrito and literally pooped it right back out.
Mm-hmm. So, I gotta call you out.
What?
We're over here, and someone uses the bathroom, and you're low on TP. Like,
I didn't know, man. I didn't know.
That's embarrassing.
I haven't been here for the past 2 days, to be fair. I mean, there's tissues. You got to do what you got to do. Low on toilet paper. Low.
Quite low. Maybe a few squares left.
Don't poop right now. Don't poop right now.
Tissues, I'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get it tonight. I admit it's a misstep. It's a mishap. I have wet wipes, so really, you're golden. So actually, I have things for pristine booty.
Okay.
You still using the wet wipes?
No.
Goddamn.
I have my own place now, so I don't want to fuck up the plumbing.
Oh, that's true. That's actually a good point. They are really bad for your plumbing.
Wait, you're dumping them in your... Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it says like only flush one sheet at a time, but even that people say still isn't really good for it.
Yeah, they just don't dissolve like regular TP.
Even though they say flushable on them, it's like not really.
Yeah.
Usually, anything that says it's flushable, if it's not TP, that it's lying.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. But I kind of go with like he said, is it's not my place. Like if the sewage gets messed up, they have to fix it.
Yep.
If it was my own place, I probably would have a different attitude about the whole situation. But they feel so good, Cody.
They're nice. I've been using regular TP for like 20 plus years now, so...
You've been hardened.
Like...
You could just toss them in the trash. So I was reading...
What kind of animal do you think I am, Chandra? What?
So there was an infographic talking about plumbing in different countries, and the one thing I remember is that in Taiwan, or Thailand, I think in Thailand, the drains are so thin that you're not even supposed to dump toilet paper down the drain.
Oh, so they all put their toilet paper in the trash?
Yeah, I mean, it would explain why the one day I went to Thailand. Sorry, Taiwan. Sorry, Thailand. The one day I went to Thailand, I had to call a hotel to help me out.
Where do I put the toilet paper?
Like, you're on a plane for several hours, your body's dehydrated.
Oh my gosh.
And then your body's like, we still gotta get this out. And
we gotta go! Gotta go out!
And then the like third or fourth person you talk to in Thailand has to help you out.
That's awful. That is so awful. You can't even flush toilet paper down.
I will look that up in case this infographic was fake news.
Nah.
You don't want to
Discourse doesn't care about being correct all the time. So, you still poop stoop?
No, I haven't used the poop stoop.
God, you're ridiculous, Cody. What are you doing?
What
are you doing to your butthole?
If I use the poop suit, it would come out in like 10 seconds instead of 20. But I don't even need it. Like,
I feel like you're gonna win this year, and we're gonna test, and you're gonna have hemorrhoids from all this damage you've been doing to your butt.
I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna like pick a toilet in my house and not flush. And I'm just gonna.
You're gonna stack it?
I'm gonna stack 2 or 3
Bro,
days
you're gonna make a stacker?
There. Yeah.
Oh no!
Then you're just gonna get this text, and it's gonna be like a mound.
The beer.
You're not even gonna be able to see the water.
No. This jiu-jitsu tournament I went to, the flusher didn't work on this toilet, and people just like, because it's a tournament, people are nervous, right? So they got shit. So people were just piling up on this.
Yeah.
And it was like above the water.
Yeah.
Almost out of the toilet.
Yeah, if you ever go to festivals in the porta potties, it gets like that too, and you can like look down and like.
Oh, it's so gross.
But if I ever make that, I'm gonna put a little flag on top too.
Dude, you'd totally win if you did that. There's no rules against the multiple poo pick. I mean, what rules have we made, really? Except no dietary supplements. You could take a lot of iron supplements if you want to compete with the black poo.
I take what is it, peppermint tea sometimes, and it's a natural laxative. And the first time I took it, it was that fried chicken poop I had that came out that looked all like.
Yeah, I remember.
That
looked like you didn't poo at all. It looked like you just.
It was weird. It had a weird smell to it too. It smelled almost like sour.
Oh,
like,
I can picture
it was just like my intestines like emptying themselves out. But like
you didn't so much as poop as throw up out your anus.
It was intense. And the tea I drink is called Smooth Moves. And it guarantees a bowel movement within 6 to 8 hours of drinking it.
Bro, you were taking supplements? You were taking supplements?
Bro, I needed to clear out. I was clearing out.
Alright.
I think I mentioned I took some peppermint tea to get this one out.
Alright, as long as you didn't take actual pills. I think that's where we crossed the line. Where you're taking like actual pills instead of just like drinks and food.
What about suppositories?
I feel like if you're committed enough to take a pill off the butt. No. I don't think we can. Don't think we can. It's too much. Have you ever had to take a suppository? I never have. I feel like it sucks.
I think when I was little, I was really constipated one time, and I did have to take a
Why wouldn't you just eat a laxative? Is it quicker that way?
I think that's what we had on hand at the time, and it had been a couple days, and my mom, like, that's what she had.
Oh, man. I just don't know why if you're at the store and you
It was
have,
intense, though.
Eat this pill or put this pill up your butt. Why you'd pick the pill up your butt?
Yeah, you put it up there, and then you're supposed to keep it in there for like 15 minutes to like let it take effect.
15 minutes?
Yeah, and it was really hard.
Like squeezing? Like...
Your intestines will absorb suppositories too.
I know, but he's like, yeah.
It does, but then like it makes you just want to shit almost instantly because you got something up there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and then like as it dissolves, it makes you want to shit even more. So it's like,
dude, that's so rough. I don't know if I could do it for 15 minutes.
I don't know how long. It was a good shit.
That's a long time.
It was like it was like explosive, and then like a little like you're pissing out your butt because it's so watery.
Called it the
more
Taco Bell alcohol poops.
It definitely cleared me out.
I bet. I bet it did. Bet you that was a good cleansing.
So, have you ever used a bidet? Did you use a bidet in Thailand?
No.
Did they have them?
In Japan, though, they have toilets that are also bidets.
Yep.
Those are
they have attachments on them. Did you use like a squatty one where you like squat over like a tub in the ground?
Toilet?
Or were they just regular toilets with like bidets attached?
The ones with bidets attached, those were regular toilets.
Right.
But they also had the squat toilets, but those were just squat toilets.
Did you use the squat toilets?
Yeah, well, and I finally figured out like how I was actually supposed to use them when I was in India on a train, where they actually had like little ovals that your feet were supposed to go when you're squatting.
That's like training.
And I was like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to stay. Oh, okay.
Are you supposed to like put one foot on each side?
Yeah, you put one foot on each side. And
how else would you do it, Cody?
I didn't know how
you doing it
like,
sideways.
Wasn't doing it right. Did you like stand in front of it and like just try to like lean your butt all the way back?
Over it, right?
Yeah, like I wasn't sure if you were supposed to do that or just like stand right over it.
Yeah, just stand right over it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be right over, right?
But you gotta squat.
You gotta squat like Slav. Did you squat like Slav?
I cheated and lifted one heel up.
That's Russian spy technique.
But the bidet, pretty weird the first time, and then less weird the second time.
Is it like kind of like, whoa, what is that? Is it real cold?
They have heated bidets in the fancy places, and then they just have straight up like regular.
I was about to say, it seems like it'd be really cool.
And I think you can adjust the pressure too. So if you like it, you can like turn it all the way up.
If you're really into it,
squirt that.
I've seen where you can buy like attachments to normal toilets to turn it into a bidet.
And I don't know, like if anus placement is like universal, but that thing hit me like right in the anus the first time.
That's actually a really good point. I never thought about that. Like you can't have the anus in the same spot every time, right?
You can adjust.
Yeah.
Adjust where it's aiming to.
I think
it has like a little aimer.
I'm Asian, so maybe I have a typical Asian anus placement. So maybe it was just like already pointed in the.
You were built
spot.
for bidets, or bidets were built for you, I should say.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But if you have a bidet, you don't need the wet wipes.
That's true. The ones in Turkey had Turkey. Where was it in
I think it was Thailand.
Thailand. Where were the ones you had? Tokyo, the ones with the bidets.
Japan and like.
But did they have like so you could aim it at different levels?
Yeah. Well, there were also ones that like would shoot a stream at your butt. There were ones that would shoot more of a spray. And there was a third one which
spray sounds the worst.
It was
sounds like you're gonna. Yeah, I was about to say. It sounds like that's gonna get everywhere.
Yeah, the stream was the best one.
Especially if it sprayed, hit your butt, and then that spray continued. Like that just sounds like a real mess.
I mean, because if you're a lady sitting on the toilet, then they have other spray options for other parts of you.
I didn't think about that, but yes, that makes total sense.
Maybe sometimes
they don't want the same one hitting the butt and like continuing.
Yeah, like maybe some ladies just want to wash the blood away.
I bet you there's different pressure settings for those ones too.
I bet there's like vibrating toilet seats somewhere too. Like, you want it to vibrate while you're being sprayed?
What if that's a big thing in Japan?
Oh, I'm sure it exists.
I mean, what doesn't exist in Japan sexually? Right?
I heard the panty machines were only in one specific area.
I heard they were just a myth altogether.
I heard they were a myth, but then one guy was like, they're actually just in like this one little part that's like really like a sex shop.
It's like a red light type district.
Okay.
Did you not see any when you were in Japan?
No. I saw some beer vending machines in hotels though.
I saw a lot of prostitutes. Just like old rich guys in suits
you
walking
guys
around
were just
with
recently
like
there too.
scantily clad women. Just like, oh yeah, it's legal here.
Oh yeah.
And then the they have male prostitutes they're called host clubs, and
yes,
it's like, did you go to one?
No, I haven't gone to one, but
you have to go.
I didn't realize that anime you showed me meant prostitute.
It's not like straight up you're paying these guys for sex. Like you go into this place and you like start buying drinks, and they're really expensive drinks, but then like these guys come up and they like just start being really nice to you the more drinks you buy, and then they'll take you, like, they'll walk around with you, and you can, like, buy them, like, really expensive flowers or really expensive, like, you treat them, and they keep, like, being nice to you, and I think after you spend enough, they'll, like, be like, okay, like, I'll do you.
This is really a thing? Like,
yeah, it's weird how it's, like, because I think the women's are just, like, escorts or hookers, and you're just like, I'd like a massage.
Yeah.
But the guys are, like, you gotta, like, wine and dine their company, pretty much.
That's so backwards from American culture.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But the district that I was in, like, just had pictures up there. Like, you could tell you were in, like, a host club area.
Yeah.
Because they just had, like, big, like, glowing pictures of the guys.
Did you go to a guy host club, Cody?
No.
You should have.
I should have.
You should have, just to have a guy be real nice to you. Do they let guys in there?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting. Is that what this host club show is actually about? Is it actually prostitution involved?
No, not in the actual... There's an anime called Ouran High School Host Club, which is just, like, a cute anime about a rich kid's school in Japan called Ouran High School.
But it's called Host Club.
Yeah, because there's a group of high school boys who are like, we want to create a host club at our high school, and that'll be our school club.
Yeah.
And I made Zach watch an episode, and it was hilarious.
It was a good show, but I didn't realize, like, a host club could mean that.
Yeah, it's
which I could see that.
I think that some hosts can decide whether or not they want to...
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know the exact...
But, like, a girl could go in and just spend a shit ton of money and not get...
I think there are certain clubs out there for girls who just want to get laid, and they could just go in and be like...
Is it more like they maybe just want the company of a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, host clubs, and also hostess clubs where there are women in the clubs. It's more of a, like, company for the night thing.
That kind of makes sense. This is basically an escort service, too, not necessarily sex involved.
there's escorts, and then there's like massage places you can go, and you go like, you can just tell.
It's such a different world.
I mean, it's all like contained though, and like, like even though they were like walking around us, like I felt really safe. Like,
well, yeah, I'm just saying, like the United States could get some pointers.
I listened to this like they were Canadian and now they live in Japan, and they were like they like to go out to the park at like midnight and have little picnics, and they were like, someone came up to them like kind of like worried, and they were like, oh, like are we gonna get robbed? They're like, oh no, we're in Japan, we're not gonna get robbed. Yeah. The person was warning them about ghosts, and they're like, watch out for the
ghosts.
Ghosts in the park. Like they're not worried about crime, they're worried about supernatural ghosts.
Oh, that's great.
That's so funny. That's so random.
Yeah. Japan's a weird place. It's a different place. Yeah. For sure.
I can tell. So about these rats that somehow are connected to poops.
Okay, so there's this documentary on Netflix called Rats.
That's right, we have a transition to rats.
By Morgan Spurlock, the Super Size Me guy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't actually, like, talk a whole lot. He just kind of, like, directed it. And you see maybe a couple...
Does he do voiceovers or anything for it?
Nope. Most of the voiceover, or most of the talking is done, like, the people actually interviewed, or, like... Yeah. He doesn't do any voiceovers. But, yeah, he just talks about rats and how they probably outnumber humans, and how they have, like, they're so smart, and, like, they're evolving. Like, they used to have this raticide stuff, poison, and they've evolved to, like, be immune to it, pretty much. And, like, in New York, like, I guess in New York, they just set their trash out by the curb every night at, like, 6, and they leave it there all night until the morning, and it gets picked up. Well, they set it right by a sewer drain, so, like, these rats have just, like, built this nest in the sewer drain. Yeah. And then there's, like, no risk of them, like, coming from the sewer drain to the trash to eat.
Why haven't they changed this policy?
There was, like, a citizen complaining about it. He's like, yeah, I called 311, and they said we don't have a rat problem. And then he, like, kicks the trash, and, like, 50 rats come out. He's like, yeah, if you sit here on the weekend, you'll see about 1,000 rats run across the street.
Jesus Christ.
And they just talk about, the New York rats are dirty, like, because they're eating trash and living in the sewers. And so they're just talking about how, like, bad and dirty they are. Mm-hmm. And then they go into other countries, like, Cambodia. Mm-hmm. And these people have rice fields, and then they hire people. There's these freelancers who go around and set traps, and they catch rats, and then they get paid by kilogram, like by how many
rats. By kilogram of rat death?
They don't kill them. It's a live capture because the people won't buy them unless they're alive. So then this dude pays them like 25 cents a kilogram for the rats. And he takes all the rats, and then he resells them to some dude in Vietnam. And then eventually it shows him taking the rats to these ladies who own a restaurant. And she, like, drowns the rats. And she's like, I won't take dead rats because they're not fresh meat. And then they show you cooking the rats. Like, but you got to think about, like, the New York rats are eating garbage and living in the sewers. The Cambodian rats are living in the field and, like, eating real food. Mm-hmm. So, like...
But still, I think rats, plague, disease, like, every time. That's what
that's what I think, too. With. But, I don't know, they eat them a lot, like... They showed, like, normal people just, like, chowing on some barbecued rat.
If I knew it was there and it was, like, safe meat, I'd definitely try rat meat. But...
And then there's a place in Mumbai, India. It's, like, a temple. Mm-hmm. And they show you the temple and all the people going in to pray. And then they show you hordes of rats just in the hallways. And, like, they've got bowls of water and, like, milk out for them.
And they're feeding the rats?
Yeah, and their religion explains that when you die, you become a rat. And then when the rat dies, you become a human. They become humans.
So it's all in India.
So they can't... Their religion... They say they can't kill the rats. And they're, like, just chilling with the rats. Like, the rats are crawling on them. And, like, they got that big bowl of water. The rats are all drinking out of it. And the dude's like, oh, yeah, if you're sick, come drink some of this milk that the rats are drinking.
What?
And then... They're, like, feeding the rat. They, like, chop up, like, fresh veggies. And, like, they're feeding these rats. And, like, oh, yeah, like, they're people, too.
Is this just called Rats?
Yeah.
I need to watch this. That's outrageous.
But anyway, back to poop. These rats communicate through their feces.
Let's not stray too far away from the poop, okay?
So, like, they'll leave little droppings and piss all around, and, like, it leaves a message for other rats to, like, avoid this area, or, like...
Like, they have certain scents and smells.
Yeah, they leave different pheromones behind. Like, if they see another rat die, like, if one gets hit with a trap, one will piss there and, like, warn the others not to go around this area.
That's so crazy.
Is it also like if they get caught in a trap and actually die, does it automatically release like poop? Like
I would assume so.
Like, I would think so.
When
like,
you die, you just...
stress hormone is released.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fucking smart, man.
How would you communicate through your feces if you could?
I would do it by shape.
You could do it by shape.
Yeah. Twirls would mean that this is a safe place. It's good.
Twirls is you're fancy. Like, why wouldn't you just leave an X? That's simple. Like, cross.
Because X could say there's treasure here.
Yeah, exactly. See, she knows.
How would you let me know there's food here? Would you leave a little drop of corn on top?
Happy face.
Happy face.
Obviously, sad face is no food here. Danger is skull and crossbones. And also, if I want you to follow me, I can do like the little rabbit droppings.
Okay.
That'll probably lead to an X.
Uh-huh.
How would you communicate to your poop?
I think danger would just be like a big splatter, because I would just like spray shit real quick and run away. It would just be like
so you're thinking about it actually logically, like,
and it would just be like a big spray of shit, and then I would like be out of there.
Would pee be mixed in with it? Would it be like all systems go?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, pee. I would just write my name.
Is that just graffiti?
If there's something good there, I would take my time and like let you know I sat there for a while, and like it might be like the little pyramid, and be like, like,
that's why a twirl is a safe place, because it takes time, it takes effort. You can't just poop a twirl out in your 20-second time frame. What about if there's food?
If there's food, maybe the corn. I would just like
corn. What if there's no corn around? That's very specific.
I would keep corn in my pocket.
But you would have to be eating. Are you always eating corn, or are you adding corn post poop?
Yeah, post poop.
Post poop corn. What about no food?
If there's no food around,
well,
there's no poop.
Just no poop?
Yeah.
Well, what if I like think that might be a good spot, but I don't know if you've been there, so I need a no food here sign.
I'll just text you a poop emoji.
Poop emoji. Seems like we should just be communicating with text in general.
No. This is a new age.
Not being progressive enough.
Take it back.
Well, Chandra, you're left for how would you communicate via your poop? So first, your safe place.
Let's see. I would go more by pheromone level and
Rat strategy.
level. Yeah, I feel like that would leave more of a subliminal message. So instead of leaving people to decide whether they want to listen or not, they just get this feeling of, man, I really feel like
That's a good
avoid
place.
this place. Crap.
So the right pheromone would be like, "This is a nice place. Like that is a good poop. Like it smells great here.
There must be food here. I'm really hungry.
I got a good feeling about this place."
It's like, I feel very safe here. I will stay near this poop.
Okay, Cody, what would be your ultimate poop? Like if you could actually poop, what do you think will win the 2018 Poop Olympics we got going on?
Oh.
What is like your poop in your head that like if you got that out of your anus, you'd be like, I'm gonna win this. This is my championship. Like you're Michael Phelps, and you just did your best lap ever. You're like, this is it. I got this.
I think it would have to be a combination of my Chipotle poop and your swirl poop.
Oh no, a big brick swirl?
A big log that goes all the way down the drain and sticks out and comes out and like goes like twirl. Makes a little like makes a little hump out of the water.
Alley-oop.
Yeah, but then goes back in and like kind of comes around the bowl a little bit.
Wow,
and doesn't break.
That is beautiful.
If you do this,
Also,
you're locked in.
in the shape of a star because I put a little cookie cutter on my asshole before I
the
pooped.
actual. By the way, they make these. Chandra. You can put little like shapers onto your anus, so like it poops out, kind of like the Play-Doh things where you push the Play-Doh out and it shapes the Play-Doh like a star.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a design of a star, but like the actual poop is cut out to be a star.
Yeah.
Nice. But your poop would have to be really specific consistency for that to work.
I think,
Correct.
I think if I held it for like 3 days...
Fiber. What?
I think if I held it for like 3 days, I could do it.
I don't think that matters. I think you just need fiber. You need something to keep it sticky and together.
I think like if it packs in your anus, like, and then you put a little shaper on the end.
You think
like,
rice is a good way to make bigger poops because it is like sticky? Like you get that sticky.
I think any carbs like give your poop more body.
So, but like rice might be the best because it's sticky and carb.
I don't know.
Do you eat a lot of rice, Cody?
Sometimes.
But do you eat like the sticky stuff? Like
I don't know. I wish I could tell like what food was what when I pooped it out. Like
I usually like.
I used to like go by the 24-hour rule, but now I'm like maybe it's like a 32-hour rule. Like
yeah, that's true.
So I'm not sure if that looks like the.
You're not sure like did I just eat this and I pooped that out?
Yeah.
I know. Sometimes I feel like I can tell like what did that because I'll eat something and all of a sudden have to poop like just 2 hours later and be like okay that's definitely what I just ate.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot of times my poop style. I feel like I digest food fast, and I just have to poop it out real fast. So usually I know what caused what.
Sometimes there's like a color, like a break, and then it's like light poop, dark poop.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like
That's a weird one when you
this
have
was
like
2 meals.
you have multiple designs in one poop. That's always weird. You have like those quick little sinkers, like, and then you have a couple big logs. You're like, that's definitely 2 different things that I've eaten. I almost took, that was one of the ones I was upset where I wiped and like I threw it in and I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a good poop. It was literally like a whole bunch of sinkers in the hole and then like 2 big logs. I was like, it was beautiful. I'm so sad I didn't get a pic. Also, we need to settle. Is it illegal to take a picture facing the way I am while pooping?
How do you do it? What way are you facing?
Did you not see the whole text conversation I had with Mike?
I think I glanced at it.
Because I took so it looked like a 5 from like a normal, like I'm standing in front of the toilet looking at it. But when I was pooping and looking at it, it looked like an S. So I named it S curves.
Okay.
But he's like, you can't take a picture from that angle. You need to stand up, turn around, and take a picture. I'm like, no. This is like the ultimate angle, because if I'm pooping and I look down, that's the angle I have. Like, that's the true angle.
Like, if you look down between your legs, like, that's
that's the true angle, right?
And that's how you take your pictures?
I did for that one.
Oh.
Because it was like an S, so I took it that way. I don't feel like there should be a restraint on which orientation you do for your picture. What's the ruling?
I feel like I don't really care what angle you take it down, but I feel like we should always, like, have a banana for scale. Because sometimes, like, I have a big one, and I'm like, it doesn't look that big in this picture, but if I had, like, something for reference, like a banana, like, then you would know that this thing is, like, way bigger than a banana.
That actually might help your ratings. We need a banana for scale. That's actually a good point. I never thought about that. Mine usually aren't large in that sense, so I don't, like, need a scale. It's all about the design for me. That was so funny when you said... How do you say it? The artist and paintbrush quote. How'd you say that? It was so fucking funny. I don't remember. It was like your anus is your paintbrush and the toilet is your canvas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was it.
That's so good. Oh my god, that cracked me up.
Do you delete your saved poop pictures like in your photos section?
Yes. Because like when I randomly show people pictures and I bring up my picture thing, I don't, because it saves it in my message, right?
Yeah.
So like Chandra might have accidentally seen poop, but like when I go to show people pictures, I don't want like, oh, see, there's a poop here.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever sent that one.
Oh no, that's a new one. It's like it almost looks like a Japanese character or something.
Yeah, I don't know what to name it. That's why I probably never sent it. You want to see a poop finally?
Sure.
Can you handle it?
That
would be hilarious if it's an actual character.
Probably is. Might be.
It looks like it. So for those listening, it looks like a lowercase L, but in the middle of the L, there's like How would you describe this? Like an upside down U attached to it. I don't know what I would call that. See? This is why I was lost. This is why I didn't send it. I didn't know what to name it.
Do you ever leave the camera sound on? And, like, there's other people in the bathroom?
No, not when I'm in a public bathroom. That happened to me once. I was in a public bathroom. I was taking a picture. And I'm like, shh. And I'm like, oh, shit. I hope nobody's in here. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And still taking pictures.
You know, it almost looks like an Arabic or an Elvish character. I know, Arabic or Elvish. One of the other.
Yeah, see, I couldn't think of a good, like, name for it. I feel like that's half the battle when you take a picture, though, is you gotta come up with a funny name, too. I feel like that's part of it. Good name. Like Hypnotic Rope, that was a good name. Mm-hmm. So you can't slack off and just take a picture. You need a name to go with it. But still, dude, I think Mike's ice cream cone was pretty impressive. Do you not agree that was impressive?
It was nice.
All of yours are just impressive by sheer weight and size. I'm like, how did that even come out of Cody? How did that even happen? I feel like we should be taking the opposite poops. Like, what comes out of you, I would expect to be like an artful swirl.
I don't know. I've had some pretty, like, dainty poops because I listened to that Joe Rogan podcast. Poops. And this dude was like, yeah, I just eat meat. Like, I'll sit down and eat, like, 3 or 4 pounds of meat, and then I won't eat again.
You're doing that meat diet?
So, like, I haven't done it. I haven't committed to it, but, like, maybe, like, 3 or 4 days at a time, I'll try to just eat, like, meat and, like, maybe a little bit of veggies.
Yeah.
But, like, when I was doing that, like, my poops were, like...
Were you getting meat sweats and shit? Like,
no.
Or was it feeling fine?
No, I would feel, like, full. Like, I wouldn't feel, like, bloated, like, when I eat, a bunch of carbs, but I would, like, not be hungry for a long time.
That's how I feel with the keto diet. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Actually, I would be hungry. Like, I'm always, like, got that, like... hunger in me, but I'm like still content at the same time, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean. Like, you still could eat, but like
the
able
carbs
to resist.
The carbs fill that void where you're like of instant gratification. Yeah, it's like bread, like instant energy.
And when I've been eating a lot of carbs, which I have been lately, when I'm hungry, like I can't resist food. Like it's there, I'll eat it. Mm-hmm. If I've been eating keto a lot and like I'm hungry, I can I can wait 20 minutes or I can wait a half hour. Mm-hmm. Or if I see a donut, I'll be like, I don't need the donut.
Yeah.
Donuts are the worst. Maybe that's what it is. I eat a lot of donuts. Maybe that's what puts the twirl in. I love donuts, dude. They're my weakness.
What kind of donuts do you like?
The best donut, if we're going to talk best donut, it's the maple long john at Buckeye Donuts.
Okay.
The maple bacon's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not the best. The bacon adds it's a little too much sometimes, you know? So just the maple eclair or long john or whatever you want to call it.
Do you consider the glazed croissants donuts?
No.
No.
That's not a donut. That's a glazed croissant.
They're so good, though.
You can't call something a croissant a donut.
But they're like...
What's your favorite donut? Because that is not a donut.
Does it have to be donut-shaped?
No. Like... A long john's not donut-shaped.
Okay.
I mean, that's a different donut.
At Buckeye Donuts, their crumb cake is so good. Like...
Yeah.
I never have had it with milk, though, because I always... get it with the combo, and I'll get a gyro and fries.
I've never had the gyros. I heard they're really good.
They're really good, but instead of a drink, I'll be like, can I get a donut instead of a drink?
You asked that?
Yeah, like, before, like, they might have changed their policy, but they're like, yeah, man, like...
Why not?
Because it would usually be, like, 2 or 3 at night.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like, the dude working didn't care. And also, I would get the gyro, and I would be like, can you add falafel to my gyro? So I'd have
falafel's good stuff.
Gyro, falafel, crumb cake, donut, fries.
Have you had the place inside the mall called What's for Donner?
Yeah, I tried that place.
Did you like it?
It's okay.
That was pretty good. The only thing is it gives me the shits, for sure. It was not a good sight after we ate What's for Donner. That was rough. But it's so good. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
What do you like? Do you like donuts?
Not shit-wise. Your favorite donut.
Well, I grew up in Reynoldsburg, which has Jolly Pirate Donuts.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Jolly Pirate Donuts pretty good.
So, I mean, Buckeye Donuts is pretty good, but, I mean, Jolly Pirate Donuts...
Slow your roll.
Jolly Pirate Donuts, like, when they're fresh, they are really good.
I will agree with you, Jolly Pirate Donuts are really good.
Are they warm when you get them?
Oh, is that?
Are they warm when you get them?
Sometimes.
Have you had Krispy Kreme when they have the light on?
Dude, I got the app on my phone. So I know when the light's on.
Man, like, And sometimes you come in and like you want a sample, and they'll just give you a whole donut right off the conveyor belt.
They always do that.
Yeah.
If the light's on, they're supposed to give you a sample.
It's like, it's pretty good size. It's like 4 or 5 inches in diameter. It melts
in your mouth.
Yeah,
dude.
but it's like fluffy, and it just like you can eat it like 3 or 4 bites.
Yeah, it just like dissolves. Oh, it's so good. That's like
I love their.
It's very on par with the maple donut at Buckeye Donuts.
Destiny didn't like them fresh. What? She likes Krispy Kreme, but like we went there when they were fresh, and I was like, they're so good when they're warm, and she's like, eh.
That makes no sense. Have you had them fresh?
Not Krispy Kreme. I've had Jelly Pirates.
Do you like Krispy Kreme in general?
I like Jelly Pirates more than Krispy Kreme.
I mean, that's fair. Like, in general, I like other donuts more than Krispy Kreme, but fresh Krispy Kreme?
I haven't had it yet.
They're pretty good.
In general, Krispy Kreme is okay, but it seems a little dry. On the dry side compared to what I usually get.
What do you usually get at Krispy Kreme?
Usually just regular glaze or chocolate.
That's the problem with Krispy Kreme is their glaze is just their best donut anyways.
I think they had like special donuts around Halloween maybe.
Yeah.
Or no, they had Eclipse donuts where they were doing chocolate glazed, like where the donut was chocolate and they put regular glaze on it. And for the full Eclipse, they were doing that.
Oh, that's kind of smart. I like they're glazed and the glazed with cream inside is really good. But it's still just a glazed donut, basically.
Yeah, I like glaze the most too. But at Jelly Pirates, they have the bow tie, which is it just looks like a bow tie shape, but it's basically just a giant glazed donut.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've had that.
So good.
So I did a lot of work in Newark, and they have a Jolly Pirate Donuts there. So naturally, whenever I drove by, I was like, "Oh, donuts! Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some of those." It's my weakness.
Yeah,
it truly is. Donuts are the greatest.
They're pretty good.
They're so good. And I'm a three donut guy. What's your donut count? When you go to eat donuts and you're there to eat donuts, what's your donut count? Like 3 is my minimum.
Oh.
Like, I will eat 3 donuts every time.
I think 1 or 2 max. Sorry.
That's it? You were like 1
Old
or
me,
2.
Old me probably could have put down like half a dozen, but I don't really do that anymore. So.
I get you. I got you.
But at one point in my life, I could put down half a dozen easy.
That's what I think I did last time.
Like Krispy Kreme chocolate glaze with cream filled, custard filled.
Oh,
because you could just get those at Kroger's and just go home and just gorge.
We went there the other day. I think that's what I put down was 6. I'm one of those people I eat once or twice a day, but I eat like such a slob. Like I'll eat so much food in one sitting. Mm-hmm. And then, usually I have one meal that's kind of small. I don't know. It's the way I eat. Probably not good for you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think...
Stretching out the stomach a lot.
I think they said it's better to eat, 7 small meals a day than it is to
probably,
eat,
but damn, that's a lot of effort.
It is.
But I think there's new research, a new book with research, quote-unquote, that says that that's actually not what you're supposed to do after all. I know.
This is the problem with diets. There'll be 7 that say one thing, and then 7 studies that say another thing, and 7 other studies that say a whole other thing. You're like, well, I guess fuck it, do whatever I want. I think with diets, the best thing is just do what feels best for your body. Mm-hmm. But then, what feels best for my body is ice cream and donuts sometimes. If my body is craving a donut, I in my head say, you know what, that probably means you need donuts. You definitely need that nutrition of donut. You gotta justify the donut in your head. Every time.
It's good to give in every once in a while.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times a week. Okay, it's not that bad. Might be 3 times a week, if that.
I think ice cream would be my weakness. Ice cream or milkshakes.
Yeah.
Hits the spot.
What kind of milkshake?
Hot fudge milkshake is really good.
Damn, dude.
Just
hot fudge milkshake? That sounds too rich.
Yeah, just hot fudge, blended into the milkshake.
Oh my god, that's
just
so much.
Syrupy and
oh, it's so much.
Oh yeah.
I just straight vanilla, man. I have a whole carton of vanilla ice cream in there because I love ice cream. Have you found the birthday cake yet?
Birthday cake?
Yeah. Isn't that your ice cream?
No, it's cake batter.
Cake batter,
that's
right.
They don't make it anymore, except maybe in Cold Stone, but Ben and Jerry's, like, you can't find cake batter anymore.
It's fucked up.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh. So, when we were in LA with Nick and Chloe, I was like, I'm in the mood for ice cream. We should go get ice cream. Like, we should find ice cream. We look up on Google. There's an ice cream museum, like, within 5-minute walking distance.
Nice.
Like, it was meant to be. So we go and we walk there. The shit doesn't open for a month. Like, it's brand new. Mm-hmm. So it has, like, a month before its actual grand opening. So, like, well, fuck. Now I really want ice cream. We go, like, well, there's a 7-Eleven right over there. We go to 7-Eleven. It's like a little tiny mini 7-Eleven. No ice cream.
Oh.
We're like, what the hell? How... We had to, like, walk 20 minutes to go to, like, a special mall place that had, like, a Ben & Jerry's at the bottom of it. But it was, like, a Ben & Jerry's kind of like a grater style where, like, you get whatever you want. Or a Cold Stone, I should say. And they, like, you put and make whatever you want. So you can make all kinds of fancy stuff. And I got, like, a basic-ass vanilla because I like vanilla. And at the end of the line, I see they had cereal ice cream. And you could get, like, what is the little small flake? Fruity Pebbles ice cream. I was mad. I wanted Fruity Pebbles after that. But I had already paid for my ice cream. But anyways, next time I visit LA, I'm going to go to this ice cream museum. There better be free ice cream. Because when we looked it up, dude, entry, $50.
Damn.
We're like, there better be free ice cream at every freaking, like, 10 feet.
Sure, there were a lot of samples.
There should be. For $50 for an ice cream museum, I would think so. So, anyways, in retrospect, recap. How's ice cream and donuts affect your poop?
For me, like, I think I'm kind of sensitive to lactose, so, like, it makes me, like...
Does it make it thin and weak?
It makes them a little more explosive, because it, like, makes me kind of gassy, and then, like, when I shit, it's, like, a lot of farts, and then, like... It's not as neat. It doesn't come out as like a neat log. It's like
the anti supplement for you.
Yeah.
It's like just ruining your shits.
It's worth it. Sometimes.
It really is. Ice cream. I'm glad I'm not lactose intolerant. That shit. Alright, well that's the discourse all about poop and rats. That's pretty much it.
And ice cream.
And ice cream and donuts.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that at the end, but we really stuck on topic with poop. Funny enough, the one topic we seem to be able to stay on is poop. Anytime we have a topic, poop seems to be the one topic we can just stay on track with.
There's so much.
There's just so much to talk about.
We didn't even like raise the surface. Like,
you realize, Cody, we're gonna have 100th episode party here soon, right? There's gonna be a big shindig.
Oh, so I'll tell you after the podcast.
All right. Well, I'm ending it. See you later.